Hello, everybody, and welcome to the day that I have been waiting for, the first annual Defeat the Duopoly Awards. Today is the day. There's something in my eye, so you gotta pardon me because I don't know if that's a hair that's in my eye, but it's annoying. Um, so welcome. I hope you enjoy this show. Before we get started, um, I'm going to pay a couple of bills and let's get this party started. So, first of all, please subscribe. I am still at 297. I still need 3 subscribers to help me to get to 300. Um, Subscribing is completely free. It does not cost anything to subscribe. And of course, you can always be notified. I'm trying to change my screen here in the background, gosh, because that's just annoying me. Sorry, that is just annoying me and I don't like it. Sorry, guys, I don't like that screen at all. Okay, so go ahead and subscribe. Support me on Patreon. Patreon subscription only costs it starts at $2 a month. And I use all the funds for lights. As you can tell, I need some new ones to pay for the StreamYard every month. Definitely support me on Patreon. Remember that the virtual scavenger hunt fundraiser is February the 1st at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please register for that. My goal is to raise $1,500 so that I can buy a new MacBook, which I will use for editing, a new soundboard, and a couple of lights. Help me. So far, no one has registered, but I'm confident that we'll have someone out there that wants to help this channel get started or to increase its stance or increase our outreach, to increase how the show looks, those kind of things. Help us to get 25 likes and 15 shares. If you haven't already, hit that like button, the thumbs up button on your YouTube screen. We're asking for 25 people to like this podcast and 15 people to share. That campaign is going very well. Hopefully we'll get to 25, but we have definitely increased our likes. That is the goal. So we're asking you to help us to get to 25 likes and 15 shares. Please remember to comment, especially during this show, because I'm solo. And if you've watched me before, I struggle when I go solo. So please, 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 please comment so I can have some conversations and not just be talking in thin air. Appreciate that. We are 77 days away from the Justice is Here podcast. Talking about the future of the Justice for All Party. That would be March the 1st, and we are 77 days away. Can't wait to get started. Remember to like us on Facebook. Subscribe at Twitch. I rarely talk about my Twitch channel, but if you're on my Twitch channel now, you can see me live because I have been. Ever since I got on the StreamYard, I've been on both Twitch and YouTube. So you can always see me at Twitch also. But definitely like there. Remember, I do have a blog, which I'm going to make an entry tomorrow. I will be doing that. And here's one. Oh, I'm going to beg now. So I have a Rumble channel. I need 5 followers so that I can go live on Rumble. Thank goodness I'm up to 2 now. And that's including myself and some person out there that really loves me and decided to follow me. Please follow me at Rumble. I'm asking, I'm nearly begging. I need 3 more followers to go live on Rumble. Um, can't do it without you. I don't want to pay to have to go on Rumble Live. Um, so I just want to use StreamYard for everything, and I can't do that until I get to 5 followers. So please do that. And remember to follow me on Blue Sky. You can go to, I think it's app Blue Sky. But I am hi, it's me, Tracy, TRACY. And by the way, MC has checked in. He wants you to all just remember, yes, smash the like button and share. So with that being said, let's kick off this award show. Oh, I like that one. I'm sorry, I changed it in the middle, and I'm like, oh, I like that one. Um, so I decided to start the Defeat the Duopoly Awards. And the original idea was, hey, create the survey of, who in terms of Democrats and Republicans deserve to get dishonored. Created a survey, asked people to fill it out, and tonight we have the results. So I'll go through each category and have some discussions about why I put them as a nominee. So we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. This is just of kind of a fun way to highlight the disaster of the duopoly and why the duopoly needs to be destroyed. We absolutely have to destroy the duopoly. It's in our best interest to destroy the duopoly. It's this uniparty thing that's going on in our government is just really destroying our nation. And so I thought, why don't I just have an award show that kind of highlights that? So I wanted to have presenters, but the people who filled out the survey said, oh, no, I don't want to be a presenter. Just do the awards. Apparently, they have more confidence in me than I do. Is someone trying to send me a message? Hopefully not. I do not have certificates made up because these nominees definitely don't even deserve a certificate. They don't deserve me typing out anything. They don't deserve anything. So again, we're going to go over our categories. So I'm going to be switching screens tonight. I'm not going to share because the results are there, but I'll kind of look at the screen and see what's going on. And hold on just a moment here. So I want to do something here. And feel free to comment while I'm doing this because I'm going to try to use my MacBook to bring this up. Let's see. I'm going to try it and hope it works. I'm not going to go live on there. So, and I am wearing a blanket tonight because my heating bill, you all knew, or I talked about it last week. My heating bill was like $589. So I'm not turning my heat on if I don't have to. So we'll get to the first category here in just a moment. Remember, like Rue, by the way, said, hit and smash that like button and share this. I will be back on Tuesday, picking up that I was off a couple days because my work schedule was just like so ridiculous that I couldn't do anything. So we're gonna get to the first award as soon as this computer gets itself loaded up. Again, this show tonight is about destroying the duopoly. I wish I had a co-host though, because that would have made this like really, really special. But again, couldn't find it. So I'm going to go to the first category. Okay, so the first category is which podcast overly promotes the DNC? The nominees are TYT, Ring of Fire, Pod Save America, Tabitha Speaks Politics, Secular Talk, The David Pakman Show, The Breakfast Club, Politics Girl, or The View. So if you've watched any of these podcasts, they're all terrible. I mean, they just all, on some level or another, it's just the DNC is the greatest thing of all time. And let me get that screen to go away because the DNC is just the greatest thing of all time. And you can't talk about them, and you better not say anything about them. And so let's do this because again, I wanted a co-host, but that's okay. I personally would have picked The View. Now, The View, I'll tell you how many votes each one got. But I personally think The View is just like, they should just change their names to the DNC. I mean, it's ridiculous how far up their heads are in the DNC's butt. Ugh. I mean, are y'all serious? That's who I would have picked. But let's see who the audience picked. So I'll tell you all who got votes. We're going to go with the responses. We're going to view these. And okay, so I'll tell you who didn't get any votes, surprisingly. TYT did not get any votes, which again, that kind of surprises me because I thought they would have gotten, at least I would have thought they would have gotten like maybe 2, maybe 3 votes, but they didn't get any votes. Also not getting votes were the David Pakman Show didn't get any votes. Pod Save America didn't get any votes. The Breakfast Club didn't get any votes. Tabitha Speaks Politics didn't get any votes. Ring of Fire didn't get any of the votes. And Politics Girl didn't get any. So that leaves the David Pakman Show received 2 votes. No, I'm sorry. Yes, that's right. Let me backtrack. Pod Save America did receive a vote. It received a vote. And so they did get a vote. So, and the David Pakman Show got 2 votes. And we now have a tie because The View also got 2 votes. So I need you all to make the tiebreaker. Who is the biggest sellout to the DNC? Is it the David Pakman Show or is it The View? And I will wait for your answer while I try to bring this up on my other screen. I'm waiting on you all to vote. Who is the biggest shrill for the DNC? Is it David Pakman, who received 2 votes, or is it The View that received 2 votes? I already told you who my preference is, but I want you all to decide the winner. And if it's not one within the next 45 seconds, I will decide the winner, but you already know who I'm going to go with. Because Pakman, let's talk about the 2 nominees, right? I already talked about The View and why I think they should win. But David Pakman is just annoying. I don't even know, like, can you even believe what this guy even says? Um, he's out here just Kamala's the greatest and blah 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 blah. Um, sorry, I'm really trying to get this. You know what? I'm gonna do it this way. Sorry, guys. I don't mean to be this disorganized, but my mouse is not working for my other computer. Because what I'm trying not to do is to disappear from the screen. So we're going to take that out, put that in. So we got people watching and nobody's commenting. Again, one more chance. Who is the biggest shrill for the DNC? Is it David Pakman or is it The View? Who is the biggest shrill for the DNC? Which one is it? I'm giving you guys one more chance to get this. So, with no takers, I get to decide the winner. And you already know, for me, the winner is The View. The View is clearly the winner of this category. I wish YouTube would allow me to share clips, but every time I do, I get demonetized. Like, I got enough subscribers, but I always my videos get taken down, so I can't really talk about. I can't really share clips like that. So boo-hoo-hoo. So let's go to the next award. So the next award is, who is the biggest sellout? I see we got a commenter in here. Tobias Grove says probably it's the ones with the most money. Yeah, that's true. I mean, the DNC was out here wasting it. $1 billion, you raised $1.5 billion and somehow you still managed to lose. Explain that to me, right? Because usually the person that raises the most money normally wins the election. It's just a usual thing. Girl out here raising $1.5 billion in debt, tens of millions. How do you mismanage that? Oh my goodness. Let's move on to the next award, shall we? So 2024 saw sellouts were in droves this year. I mean, you had people saying, vote for Biden, even though he condoned genocide. The DNC wasn't doing anything, but you had to vote for Kamala because Trump would be worse. I mean, you just saw people just utterly sell out. So let's look at the nominee, shall we? Who is the biggest sellout? And again, I got my computer, that's why I'm looking down. So we have the nominees being Congressman Katie Porter, Kyle Kulinski, Crystal Ball, Congresswoman AOC, or Senator Bernie Sanders. I'm pretty sure I know who won this, but do I have to talk about why any of these people are on this list? I mean, literally, they all sold out. You had Crystal Ball and Kyle Kulinski first talking about, you got to get away. I'm not voting for Biden because he supports genocide. He's funding genocide. But all of a sudden, Kamala becomes, and then they endorse Marianne Williamson. Then they jump from Marianne Williamson to Jill Stein, then jump from Jill Stein to Kamala Harris. They were just all over the plate. Katie Porter, why did she think she was going to win the senator campaign? They wanted boredom man, Adam Schiff in the first place. Like, why did you give up your seat? Like, no, I mean, She again voted for all of Biden's policies, really sold out. Do we have to talk about AOC? Really? I mean, she's been selling out ever since she got there. And Bernie, oh, probably the biggest disappointment on this list is Bernie. Just completely sold out. Told people, hey, vote this. This is all we got. No, we had other choices. We definitely had other choices. So we're gonna talk about who is the winner slash loser. I don't know whether we should call them winners. So we're gonna go here. Okay. Well, this is unique because some people voted for more than one person. So we'll just count it down. Katie Porter got 1 vote. Kyle Kulinski got 3 votes. But somehow Crystal Ball only got 1, which I would have thought she would have more. Bernie Sanders got 3. And the winner with 4 votes is Congresswoman AOC. She wins the biggest sellout of the year. Do we congratulate these people? Next category. So this one definitely had a clear winner. Which is the worst offense the Duopoly has created? The nominees are suing third-party candidates in court to keep them off the ballots. Nominee number 2, taking dark money and PAC money from groups like AIPAC. Nominee number 3, keeping third-party candidates out of the debates. Or nominee number 4, not condemning genocide. I'm pretty sure everybody knows who won this one. So let's kind of like take these apart, shall we? So, this show normally is for supporters of Dr. West and the Dr. Abdullah campaign. And we went through it. I mean, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Michigan, West Virginia. I'm sorry, Virginia. There were so many states suing to keep Dr. West and Dr. Abdullah off the ballots. It was just like egregious. If your campaign, if your platform is so great and so wonderful, just take all comers, right? Take all comers. You want to discuss and you want to have a dissertation of your platform and you think it's strong enough, stop taking people to court to keep them off the ballots. It's cheap, it's cowardly, and of course the media never talks about it because corporate media makes me sick. Taking dark money, can we just say AIPAC and Big Pharma have basically just bought off our local and state and federal governments? It's like literally for sale. They should just, instead of just running for office, they should just hold an auction. Just be like, okay, who wants to buy me? Let me just get up here on this podium and just tell you how I'm going to sell myself out to you. It's just egregious, and it just really, especially AIPAC, them being assisting what I think they're assisting genocide, just putting all of that money into buying off candidates. I, like a dummy, thought that you could only give $3,300 a year. That's what I thought. I'm sitting here listening to people talk about, oh, well, such and such gave $50 million or $100 million. You're taking that money to run for, if you're running for president, a job that pays, what, $500,000? And you're spending $1.5 billion. It's just disgusting. keeping third-party candidates out of debate. I mean, they've been doing that so long, it's just ridiculous. And for again, it's fear, right? Most people, if you take away party and just talk about the issues, they're for third-party issues. They're not for endless wars and people living in mass poverty and people can't afford housing and people aren't getting health care. No, they're for things like Medicare for all, guaranteed housing, guaranteed work. Not for these little, I don't know, platitudes that the Democrat Republican parties want to do. And of course, the last one, I don't even have to say anything about it. We just had so much condoning. People just were like, what genocide? I don't see it. Where? I don't see it. Where? They're just defending themselves. No. So we'll talk about, I'll put it like this. Everybody in this category got at least one vote. So keeping third parties out of the debates got 2 votes. Suing third-party candidates in court to keep them off state ballots got 2 votes. Taking dark money and PAC money from groups like AIPAC got 3 votes. And again, the clear winner, no doubt about it, was not condoning genocide. I knew when I put that one, I was like, this is going to win no matter what. So, this one is a unique one. So the next category is coming up here in just a moment. Which network is the worst in terms of giving third-party candidates a fair interview? Now remember, this is the worst network, not the best network. We got another comment. Hello, Paul 82. Good evening, Tracy. Medical debt is embarrassing. Absolutely. The nominees for the network that let me read it again. Which network is the worst in terms of giving third-party candidates a fair interview? The nominees are Fox News, News Nation, One America News Network, CNN, MSNBC, NBC, ABC, CBS, or CNBC. So again, all of those nominees got at least 1 vote. Getting 1 vote and coming in last place, well, let me backtrack this. News Nation didn't get any votes because apparently people don't watch News Nation. America's News Network got no votes, and I thought they should have got at least 1 because that was my personal pick. Then coming in with 1 vote was CNBC. And I didn't even think they interviewed third-party candidates, but apparently they do. Getting 2 votes was Fox News. So they got 2 votes. And in a tie for next place is 3 networks: CBS, NBC. Oh, I'm sorry, let me backtrack. So the network that got 2 votes was ABC. ABC got 2 votes, and Fox News got 2 votes. Sorry about that. So getting 3 votes, there was a tie. CBS, NBC, MSNBC, all got 3 votes. And boy, the clear winner in this one was CNN. CNN led the way with 4 votes. Okay, so here comes a really good poll. And this ballot was sent out before the elections. So it may be kind of slanted, but The next question is, who did the lamestream media blame the most for not supporting the duopoly? Now, these are third-party candidates that essentially got blamed for taking away votes from the mainstream candidates. So the nominees are only three. Dr. Cornel West is a nominee. Nominee number 2 is Dr. Jill Stein, and number 3 nominee, or the third nominee, is Robert Kennedy Jr. So these candidates all got at least one vote. So coming in last place with 2 votes was Dr. Cornel West. Apparently, people did not watch that CNN interview where he literally got blamed for costing Kamala Harris the election. But hey, whatever. Coming in second place was Dr. Jill Stein. I thought she would have won this because she got a lot of flack from like the Breakfast Club and The View. And people were just coming after her. I didn't vote for her. Remember, I have the podcast that was supporting Dr. West, Dr. Melina Abdullah, but she got a lot of flack for running. A lot. But she came in second place. And coming in first place was Robert Kennedy Jr. with 4 votes. So he won that award. The next, this is a good one. This was also another tie in terms of how the balloting came out. So what is the biggest lie the lamestream media told about third-party voters? So remember, the question is, what is the biggest lie the lamestream media told about voting? What is the biggest lie lamestream media told about third-party voters? Nomination number 1. Voting third party ensures a Trump win. Nomination number 2. Voting third party ensures a Harris win. Nominee number 3. Now is not the time for a third party. And nominee number 4. Third party voters need to work within the system to change the system. Now, I'm going to talk about this. And remember to please comment. Yeah, please comment. Comment, please. I don't want to have to beg, but I'm at the begging point. Every last one of these lies I heard. I didn't hear the one literally about a vote for RFK was a vote for Harris necessarily as much. But I've heard literally all of these. I've heard you got to work within the system to change the system, and the two-party system has already proven they're not going to change. They're never going to change. The chances of them changing are very, very rare and very extreme. Not going to happen. Don't look for it. We always hear now is not the time for a third party, and they never say when the time for a third party is. Annoys me. I wish they would just say, hey, we don't need third parties, and just say what they want to say, but they're too scared to say it. But we'll talk about, like I said, everybody in this category got at least one vote. So coming in last place, and I suspected this would happen, voting third party ensures a Harris win, came in last place. That's pretty much what I thought. Coming in at a tie, there was a tie for second place, I would guess, with 2 votes each. Now is not the time for a third party. Tied with third party voters need to work within the system to change the system. And the number one winner, is voting third party ensures a Trump win. Oh my goodness. Why people, you got to stop this. You got to stop this. Tracy, good evening. How you doing? Do you have a link? I'm doing this solo. Because I had already prepared to do it solo, so no link this week, Michael. Um if West runs in 2028, they'll say it's not. I'm gonna put this comment up because Paul, you telling the whole truth and nothing but the truth. If West runs in 2028, they'll say then it's not that. They always do this, right? They always say, no, it's not the time. Now, why don't my question to them, why don't you just say that it never is the time? Like, don't run third party candidates. Thank you very much. It's a new do, so I'm getting used to it. The next category, we're going by these pretty fast. I might take a little break. Okay, so I wanted to call this category Black Faces in High Places, because everybody in this category is Black. They're just telling you right now, everybody in this category is a person, is a foundational Black American. Well, no, not everybody except for one is a foundational Black American. So, but I titled it, Which Person of Color, which I hate that term, but I couldn't think of nothing else. Which person of color is the worst sellout? The nominees are Roland Martin, Angela Rye, or Angela Cry, as I like to call her, Joyanne Reed, Simone Sanders Townsend, Michael Steele, Bakari Sellers, D.L. Hughley, Ricky Smiley, Charlemagne the God, Whoopi Goldberg. Now, I could have included more people on this list, but I'll tell you this, everybody got a vote. Everybody got at least one vote. So there is at least, I'll just read off the ones that got one vote. Surprisingly, I thought Roland Martin was going to win this category. There's nobody else that has sold out worse than Roland Martin. Oh my gosh, he got paid to do that softball interview with Harris and then went on TV to complain that he didn't get paid enough to do the softball interview. But that was before that happened. I mean, this survey went out before that happened, but I thought, oh, this is his. This is literally his, but I was wrong. He only got one vote. Angela Cry got one vote. Joyanne Reed, let me backtrack. Simone Sanders Townsend got one vote. Michael Steele got one vote. Bakari Sellers, or Sellout, got one vote. D.L. Hughley somehow, I thought for sure it was a race between D.L. Hughley or Roland Martin, but he got one vote. Ricky Smiley got one vote. So all of those people tied with one vote. Then two people got two votes. Charlemagne the God and Joyanne Reed both got two votes. And the winner of this special category is Whoopi Goldberg with a crushing 3 votes. So she got 60%. We only got 2 categories left. Okay, we're going to save that one for last. Okay. Here's one that I thought was an interesting one because this was a close one. So the second to last category is which movement was co-opted by the duopoly? The nominees are the Uncommitted Movement, Black Lives Matter, or Me Too. Those are the nominees. And like I said, in this category, everybody got at least 3 votes. Everyone got at least 3 votes. So coming in third place was Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter got 60% of the vote, and it tied with the uncommitted movement. So that means that Me Too, with 80%, wins the category. I didn't see that one coming. I thought for sure the uncommitted movement would be the winner in that one. So the last one, this was not even close. The question was simply, who is the worst? Kamala Harris or Donald Trump? I thought this was going to be a runaway. Donald Trump was going to win this hands down. I didn't see anybody voting for Harris. Boy, was I wrong. Trump only got 2 votes, which means he got 40% of the vote. And Kamala Harris with 4% got 4 votes. Y'all wasn't playing with these nominees. So thank you all that voted in the awards ceremony or the awards. I wanted to have presenters on here to make it a little bit more fun and interactive. But we'll do this next year. And see how it works out. But I had a lot. I'm not going to end the show. I got some more to say. But I had a lot of fun putting this ballot together, and I'm glad to the people that participated in terms of filling out the ballots. But just take a look. We're in trouble, right? We are definitely, and yes, I still have my blanket on because, like I said, my heating bill was $589, which I don't have, so I'm not turning my heat on if I can help it. We're in trouble, right? We know we're in trouble. We have the military industrial complex, which is out of hand, out of control. We're funding wars like they're just like it's just like candy, with no rationale, no type of reasoning. We just feel like we're just funding wars. I mean, we're so close to World War III / Civil War. I don't know which one is going to come first. 61% of Americans cannot live paycheck to paycheck. Most people don't have $400 in their savings account for any type of emergency. We face homelessness in numbers we've never seen before. Rent is too high. Mortgages are too high. News Nation cannot be trusted. They have said disasters and constant. Well, I mean, MSNBC, let me read the comment that Paul says. So Paul 82 says, News Nation cannot be trusted. They have said the disaster in Gaza is justified and not criminal. CNN, MSNBC, Fox have all said exactly the same thing. And as a matter of fact, they've made protesters, they've painted them as anti-Semitic, and non-American, and have suggested that they should be deported. So, yeah, they've all done it. But I don't watch News Nation enough to know about them. But I think this award ceremony was important to kind of get us who are in the third party movement to start thinking about how do we reach people that don't seem to want to hear our message. And we're that I don't want to be biblical, but I'm probably am going to be, that voice in the wilderness that's crying, saying, hey, look, these things are happening because you keep voting for the same thing over and over and over and over, and you're expecting different results. You cannot vote the same way and think you're going to get different results. These two parties have told you that they don't care what you want. They don't care that you want an end to the war in Gaza and you want the occupation and stuff. They don't care, especially the Democratic Party, right? Because they were the party in power. And I trust and believe that when Trump takes power, we're going to be right there criticizing him like we did the Democrats, because some of you out there still believe I'm Republican. I don't know how you can think that, but okay, I guess. But we have to get the message out and get it out in a way that people can receive it. I think people know that the system is broken, and I'm talking about people that vote, but they're too afraid to say, hey, I'm going to change. I'm going to do this instead, right? So, I think we're going to have to start really thinking about that and strategizing about that. And I hope that's what the Justice Is Here podcast will do, is to be successful in getting a third party started. We need hundreds of parties, hundreds. And I mean like more than 200. And why do I say that? There are 350 million Americans in this country. You can't take those people and just divide them into two camps. You can't. That's a hard thing to do, right? We need as many voices as we can possibly get. I think another thing, a reason why I wanted to do this, is because I think it's important that we start listening to people that don't vote, right? There's a reason why people just say, hey, I'm not even going to show up. I'm not going to show up. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to sit this one out, not participate, right? I think it's going to be very important to listen to why people don't vote, as well as people that are voting, but they're voting out of fear instead of, I don't want to say faith, but they're voting over what they're voting for candidates who they know don't support their values, because they're scared of the other person, and the other person and the candidate that they're voting for are most likely, you can't, if you just took off their names, you would be like, this is the same candidate, right? I mean, I'm sorry, I got this peppermint in my mouth, but look at Harris and look at Trump. If you took their names off of their policies, except for maybe immigration and possibly abortion, you really could not tell the difference between the two, right? I don't even know if Trump has a policy on anything, but funding of endless wars, privatization of government programs. Joe Biden tried to privatize Medicare. Obama wanted to cut Social Security. But the other side is always worse. We've got to stop. We've got to educate people on telling them to stop voting for the lesser of two evils. When you vote for the lesser of two evils, evil is still left. Vote for the greater good. And I think that's going to be the message of the Justice Is Here podcast, is vote for the greater good. Stop voting for, well, is he between the lesser two evils? No, they're both evil. Vote for the greater good. Um, Guys, I'm trying to give you a chance to comment here because before I start talking about next week, um, let's see. Of course, it's 77 days until the Justice is Here podcast will be live on YouTube and hopefully Rumble. Look, I got enough people right now watching me to go over to my Rumble page and become a follower so that I can broadcast live on Rumble. Please do that. Please do that. I don't want to pay the broadcast on Rumble. I'm really trying to get it to be free like I have it on YouTube. I just go live and just go, please. I got enough people right now watching me on the podcast to go to my Rumble page and become a follower. Become a follower on my Rumble page so that in 2025, I can start kicking off being on Rumble, YouTube, Facebook when I get 100 likes and go from there. So, but they won't let them. Oh, Paul 82 says, West should have been allowed in debates. Why? So he can embarrass Trump and Biden? That would make them look bad. Or, wait a minute, Biden and Harris. No, Trump and Harris. Because Trump did 2 debates. Biden did one, Harris did the other one. Guys, before I go, I do want to apologize for not being on for the past 2 weeks on my Tuesday, Thursday show. It has been a whirlwind of just chaos for me. Going through some medical issues. I got an important test coming up in January. So keep me in your thoughts. I'm not going to go into too much detail here, but definitely my thoughts are elsewhere. And I'm going to really use my podcast to kind of put my thoughts into something positive. So I'm going to try my best to be on this Tuesday at 7 p.m. live because I got a whole lot to talk about in terms of Thank you, Tobias. I hope your channel on YouTube keeps growing because the people will want to watch. I hope so, but they don't really want to watch me. They think they're going to turn to stone. Like I said, I've been going through some health issues. I got some follow-up tests I got to do in January. So I'm trying to keep positive thoughts on that. So I'm using my podcast to kind of take my mind away from that and to like channel all of my angst and nervousness into something else. So I will be on this Tuesday. I don't know about Thursday yet, but I do know that Saturday I will be on. I'll be on Tuesday at 7 p.m., Saturday at 4, and then Saturday at 7. Back to the congratulations, Cornell West, Dr. West, Dr. Abdullah show. I will be live this Saturday doing that. So I am thinking about doing a What Christmas Really Means show the day before Christmas. But I haven't really decided yet because I do want to do a show before the day before Christmas. Christmas is on a Wednesday. I think Christmas is on a Wednesday, so I would go live Tuesday the 24th from like 7 to maybe 7:35, something like that, not too long. But yeah, I just haven't been podcasting for the last 2 weeks. I've had medications to pick up. I've worked late. So we're not going to do that this Tuesday. This Tuesday, I will be on at 7 o'clock p.m. talking about all the news. And we got a whole lot of stuff to catch up on. Oh, we got a lot of stuff to catch up on, but I'll wait till Tuesday to kind of talk about that. Guys, we're going to kind of finish this up here. Like I said, there's enough people watching my Rumble channel now to go over and follow me on Rumble, so I can start podcasting on there too. Remember to subscribe to this channel. Support me on Patreon. The virtual scavenger hunt is February the 1st. Help us to get 25 likes for this episode and share this to all your friends and family and your frenemies. 25 likes, 15 shares. Please do that. Also, even after this goes off, you can still comment. Remember, there are 77 days until the Justice is Here podcast debuts. Follow us on Facebook, Twitch, read my blog. Again, follow me on Rumble, please, 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 please. And go to Blue Sky and follow me. If you can't remember that address, just go to Blue Sky and type in hi, H-I, it's I-T-S. H is in Henry, I is in Indiana, another I, T is in Tom, S is in Sam, M is in Michael, E is in Edward, T is in Tom, R is in Roger, A is in Apple, C is in Charlie, Y as in yellow. So hi, it's me, Tracy, on Blue Sky. And finally, I think that's pretty much it. Thank you all. Thank you all for watching. There's no 7 o'clock show tonight because I wanted to do this award show. And so we'll see you Tuesday, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to take myself down, play the outro. Have a good week. And I'll see you then. Bye-bye.